Hello everyone and welcome to episode 77 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel, as it is going to be Pride FC's Worldwide 6, Kyle Noke versus Matt Serra. Should be quite the interesting card. Matt Serra and Kyle Noke, probably two names that you probably would not have assumed have been in the main event of a Pride FC show, especially a TV show, but here we are, and I think it's going to be quite the show, though. Looking at the card, before we get into that, though, we are going to go through the mail. We have good pieces of fucking mail. Got 24 people. So, yes, at the end of the last episode, I was like, oh, we got to use your talent, boy. It must be for something. And I found it. It was in the mail. It's for completing 75 shows, which makes sense, as we're, in episode 76. Oh, God, I already forgot. Yeah, I think we're at episode 76, but we've had a couple of bonus episodes in between that time. We've kind of shown like all the stats and stuff, so that makes sense. As Gary Goodrich, we extended his deal. Jason Van Flew left the pit. We signed Hawaii Rivera, another Tough 4 alumnus. You can kind of see who's been watching recently on the Tough series, as we signed Pete Sell, another Tough 4 guy. Travis Luter, of course, the Tough 4 middleweight winner. Travis Luter, his rating, or it's not his rating, his record on the mod, rather, 7-10, not great, so we sent him down the rings, see what he can do there. I think we did the same thing for Hawaii Rivera. He's 9-9, sent him down the rings, just to get, and I think Pete Sell might actually be in Pride FC, though, because, yeah, he's going to be at Pride FC Worldwide 8, going to take on Chad Saunders. It's not till August, though, got a while before he fights. We extended Stephen Quattro, we extended Mark Kerr, signed CB Dalloway. We extended Joaquim Hansen, Jason Mayhem Miller. Big Nog left the Brazilian top team, and he joined Who's Valley Dudo. Pat Healy extended his deal. Benji Rash wants to fight Jason Mayhem Miller, as, that's going to be an easy fight for Benji Radish, I'm sure, as he is still recovering. 21 days till he's back, so maybe we'll set that fight up for him. We'll see. We'll see how the odds play out, so we'll just keep that for now, the male. And then Rico Rodriguez left Team Punishment, as did Yves Edwards, and we signed Luis Kane, as Luis Kane is 5-0. He has been an MC, he's the former MC light heavyweight champion. We'll see what happens, though. He's got a KSW light heavyweight title fight, so it looks like he might be a KSW and a former KSW and a former MFC light heavyweight champion, depending on how that plays out for him. So he could be 6-0, could be 5-1 by the time we have him, who knows. We'll, waiting with bated breath to see how that one plays out. As, oh wow, it looks like there's some more. As, Oleg Takratov has left Pride FC. We didn't extend him. I figured just let him leave. Being 18-13-2, sure, that record might be somewhat impressive, but he's 1-5 in Pride FC. He's lost 2 straight to Vegeta and Gabriel Gonzaga, and he beat Yoshio Takayama, which is, it's a tomato can. It's great he beat him, I guess, but still. He lost to Tsuyoshi Kashika, Don Fry, and Mark Coleman before that, and he beat Volcon. Really, his biggest win was against Pete Williams, and that was back in rings in 2001. Really, other than that, nothing kind of went his way as far as in the mod goes. I definitely lost more than he won in the mod. So I just figured, I better let him go and just let him fight somewhere else. Really not worth our time. Jorge Masvidal left Cesar Gracie. Edwin DeWeese left Team Quest. James McSweeney, Tough 10 alumnus, as we signed him. I always like James McSweeney. I just thought he always fought at a weight class above what he should have been. Really, at a light heavyweight, he'll be in a middleweight division, obviously, in Pride FC. Even though it's basically a light heavyweight division. It is what it is with Pride FC. But James McSweeney, I think, being a kickboxer too, and being in a light heavyweight division, which there's a lot of guys who'll stand up with him, which... Then again, in the heavyweight division, there are a lot of guys that will stand up with him and kickbox with him, but I don't think on the level of James McSweeney. Like, there's a lot of high-level elite kickboxers, like K1-level guys, so I think he'd probably get killed in that division. And plus, there's a lot of, wrestlers, too, kind of in the lower end of the heavyweight division, so those guys would probably destroy him, too. I just feel like he'd be best if he was in the middleweight division. He extended Glover Teixeira. And Mac Danzig left Team Punishment. There we go. Now we got all the pieces of mail done with. We'll keep the Benji Rash one just so I don't forget that. So now let's go on to the fight card. It's Kyle Noke taking on Matt Serra in the main event. Ronaldo Sobral and Forrest Griffin. Ronaldo Sobral coming off a win over Vanderlei Silva, which is fucking crazy that he beat Vanderlei Silva, but here we are. They'll take on Forrest Griffin in the co-main. Nick Serra taking on Paul Daly. Those two have been hating each other for, I feel like, years at this point. Obviously, having the Serra brothers on the same card just made a lot of sense there. He'll probably beat Paul Daly probably pretty handily too. As Calavante taking on Alberto Crane in a lightweight battle, and should be quite the exciting lightweight fight. As then we have Jose Aldo taking on Ryan Bowe. Jose Aldo just got his won by TKO of leg kicks there in his last fight, I believe. Might have been the fight before that. As he's taking on Ryan Bowe, should be an easy win for him. And then Cain Velasquez taking on Peter Arts in the opener. Should be exciting. Cain Velasquez, obviously a high-level wrestler, taking on Peter Arts, a high-level kickboxer. Styles are clashing, the styles are clashing, and styles makes fights, so we'll see how that happens in the opener. And then the prelims, the Muscle Shark, Sean Shirk taking on Carlos Condit, and Sam Stout taking on Cole Miller. Cole Miller looking for his first win in Pride FC. So look at the in-depth analysis, as neither fighter, of course, has headlined a Pride event before. They both have won 3 of the last 5 fights. Kyle Noke has submitted 3 of his last 5 opponents, else Matt Serra has finished 3 of his last 5 opponents. Kyle Noke is the 7th ranked welterweight in Pride FC. Matt Serra is the 12th ranked welterweight in Pride FC. As it's the first time they have fought. Kyle Noke's going to have a significant weight and reach advantage, and obviously height advantage. But Matt Serra doesn't have the Blurcast staff picks, 5-2. Yeah, I mean, Matt Serra's really had a tough go of it in Pride FC. I mean, really, his only losses been against talented guys, but he has beaten Tetsuji Kato, a former welterweight champion. So there is that for him. He had the trilogy with Chris Lytle, which is funny, as that was the finale of Tough 4. As that's really fun that happened. And then Jason Von Flue lost to him twice as well. So he's just kind of lost to really only top level guys. As it's tough. But he's we'll see what happens here with Kyle Noke. I think Kyle Noke's going to take the fall here. If it was me, he's beaten Jake Ellenberg, which is not really a big name. He's beaten Cara Parisian, as far as probably the biggest name. He lost to John Alicio, who is now part of Pride FC. He lost to Joe Scarlo, and he beat Jonathan Golette, but he's also lost to Jonathan Golette. And, he's had a great run of having good to great fights, so I think that's really what made me want to put him in the main event with Matt Serra. I just think it's going to be a great fight, and should be pretty exciting, too. Pretty exciting fighters. That should go off pretty well. I'm nervous about it, obviously, having 2 guys who've never main evented an event before, just as far as, money goes and pop-wise, is it going to work out? Usually money-wise, we should be okay, but pop-wise, not so much sometimes. There's Ronald Sobral taking on Forrest Griffin. Both are world-ranked light heavyweights. Ronald Sobral is 13th, Forrest Griffin is 25th, which is kind of crazy to think about. That's obviously around this time he would be in title contention in the UFC, and whereas in era he's like the 25th ranked light heavyweight in the world. Forrest Griffin's won 3 of his last 5 fights by decision. First time they have fought. It's a close one, but Forrest Griffin skims it out over Ronald Sobral and the Blurcat staff picks 4-3. Forrest Griffin 7-1 in Pride FC. His only loss was to Renzo Gracie in his debut. He's beaten some guys. He's beaten Scott Smith, Kazuchi Sakuraba, Gerard Musasi, Royce Gracie, and it's just kind of funny. Obviously, it's a lot of tomato cans. Really beefed up his record before he kind of he took on Stephan Bonner to his first ever fight, and it's just kind of funny how this is definitely his biggest, I think, challenge as of yet against Ronald Sobral here. And now he's going to finally take on some names and to see how he really fits in this light heavyweight division, or the middleweight division, rather. Ronald Sobral, of course, coming off of a big win over Vanderlei Silva, just lost to Scott Smith, a guy who Forrest Griffin has beaten. He's beaten Keith Jardine, though, and he's beaten Rodrigo Hus, which I guess that's not really a big deal. But he's lost to Merlio, he's lost to Dan Anderson, he's lost to Vitor Belfort twice. He's just kind of had a tough go of it. He's lost to Nate Marcotte. He's really lost to a lot of bigger names, but he's beaten Enzo Gracie, a thing that Forrest Griffin cannot say. So both men have wins against people they have lost to, so that's always fun when it comes to fights. As MMA math is always fun to try to figure out. As that's should be a fun co-main event, though. Both guys can stylistically match up well. The Mad Monkey, Nick Serra taking on Paul Simtex Daly. First time they have fought. Daly's going to have a significant weight advantage, but obviously the betting odds are going to have Nick Serra as a large margin favorite. Yeah, I mean, Nick Serra's going to kill him. I just can't believe Paul Daly wants this fight, and also they're like, oh yeah, we'll risk, fucking taking on Nick Serra. 3-1 Paul Daly, 10-4 Nick Serra. He's coming off a loss to Sean Pearson. Really, his Pride FC run has not been the greatest. He's had a poor fight and 2 decent fights. Really, he's been in American Bushido cards. Though he's lost, I mean, John Fitch, that's a tough fight to have against anybody. John Fitch is going to John Fitch you. He's going to lay on top of you and pound you out and just kind of beat the shit out of you. But, I mean, really in the UFC, is really taking on guys like Robbie Lawler and Chris Lytle having fantastic fights. Like, that makes sense. Like, those 2 fights stylistically makes a lot of sense why that would be some fantastic stuff. He's also beaten Jason Von Flue before he left for Pride FC, where he lost to John Fitch. But, I mean, Nick Serra just really hasn't really gotten his footing in Pride FC, but this fight should help him in that direction to help get an easy win. As maybe Paul Daly can knock him out, though. Who knows? As JZ Galavante taking on Alberto Crane. Alberto Crane has not won since March of 2005. He's on a 2-year losing streak. As Alberto Crane 0-1 in Pride FC, lost in January of 2007 to Tetsuya Kawajiri at Pride FC American Bushido 13. And also lost in his WEC final fight. And, I mean, he really hasn't taken on a lot of big names either. It's been Melvin Goulart and Tetsuya Kawajiri. And he beat Melvin Goulart by an armbar in the second round. Other than that, 5 local fights and taking on a lot of local guys in King of the Cage. Really, not really big names in King of the Cage. And we'll see what happens, though, here against Calavante, which Calavante does have the Blurcast Stat Picks advantage. Calavante 6-1, 2-1 in Pride FC. They lost to BJ Penn. He got a tough draw taking on BJ Penn at the total elimination card. But then taking on Eddie Alvarez and Leonardo Santos, 2 guys who are not on the high end of things on the lightweight division, both beating them at Brazilian Bushido 4-5. As I mean, both guys could kind of use a win there, so it just makes sense. Then Jose Aldo versus Ryan Bowe. As Jose Aldo trains in Albion Combat Club, which Ryan Bowe has an overall record of 0-1 against other current members of that team. Ryan Bowe has won since September of 2004, and I don't think he's going to get the win here. I think Ryan Bowe is going to take another loss and will be 0-3 in Pride FC, as he's lost to BJ Penn at King of the Cage, which it's BJ Penn. That's tough. Losing to BJ Penn and then getting signed, losing to Joaquim Hansen, Wanda Baraga, tough way of going about it. But as far as kind of big names goes, really don't see any big names there. I mean, I guess Roller Gracie, maybe. That's tough, though. But really, lost to Cristiano Marciello, lost to BJ Penn, obviously, and Joaquim Hansen, Wanda Baraga. Will Jose Aldo join the fray? Probably so, because Jose Aldo seems like he's going to be a savage, which, no shit, the Spencer Fisher fight was the first fight he had. That was the Brazilian Bushido 4. Won by leg kicks, and he beat Dennis Siver. Now he's going to take on Wyan Bro and probably get the win there as well. As the Blurcast Stat Picks for 5-2. As Cain Velasquez taking on the Dutch Lumberjack, Peter Arts. First time they have fought. Cain Velasquez is going to have a significant weight advantage, but Peter Arts is going to have the 7-inch reach advantage. The betting odds have Cain Velasquez as a large margin favorite. Peter Arts, a man who had Ice Cold Igor on the ropes and thought he was going to beat him. But Ice Cold Igor somehow found a way and beat him and held on and was able to come back. But, man, he beat Hungman Choi at Friday 34. It's St. Valentine's Day Massacre show. He lost to Yoshihiro Takayama as well. He's probably going to get his ass beat here against Cain Velasquez, not going to lie to you. But you never know. It just takes one punch. As, man, Cain Velasquez coming in, 1-0. He's already beaten Mark Hunt. That was at Pride FC Worldwide. Not sure what we guess we didn't put a number on that one. That's what we get there. That was Jens Pulver and Gilbert Melendez. So I wonder why we didn't put a number on that. Oh well. But Cain Velasquez is probably going to dominate Peter Arts there to open up the show. As then the prelims, both guys who haven't won in a while. As Carlos Condit, the natural born killer, Carlos Condit, taking on the muscle shark, Sean Shirk. As Carlos Condit hasn't won since June of 2004. He is 5-3, as he's 0-1 in Pride FC, lost by split decision. Diego Sanchez, that's tough. Going a split decision with Diego Sanchez. I mean, he's just kind of against Jake Shields, another top guy as well, and Anthony Torres, pretty good guy. He's just kind of has been dealt with some tough opponents. And Muscle Shark, Sean Shirk, the only guy in the 7 years we've ran this mod. The only guy to be caught with a PD, which is hilarious. I mean, you have to be a fucking idiot to get popped by Pride FC. Like, we have a 1% chance of some of these successfully getting popped. Like, that's how low of a percentage it is. You have to be gassed to the fucking gills to get caught. You see here, three-fight losing streak. He beat Ryan Healy, and then before then he was on a two-fight losing streak, rather, to George St. Pierre, Matt Serra. I mean, he's lost to GSP, Matt Serra, Lyson Tebow. Like, you know, obviously three kind of tough opponents, and also Scott Hines, and two of those were split decisions, too, which that's tough as well. Not really the most exciting fighter, you know, in Sean Shirk, but maybe he'll get a win here against Carlos Condon. I'm kind of hoping for Carlos Condon, to be honest. Kind of over the Muscle Shark experience, as Carlos Condon has an 11-inch reach advantage, which is fucking crazy, and he's a significant weight advantage. I don't see him losing this one at all, and this should be the end of the Muscle Shark in Pride FC. Should be. We'll see how that one goes, though. Good, you never know. As the next prelims, Sam Handstone Stout taking on Cole Miller. That's Cole Miller. Is 0-2, of course, losing to Gray Maynard and Nate Diaz, two tough opponents, very, very tough opponents. And Sam Stone, 3-2, 0-2 in Pride FC as well. Lost to Clay Guida and Frankie Edgar. As you see here, two guys, winless. They need a win. Who's it going to be? I think it's going to be Cole Miller. He's got the 5-inch reach advantage. The Blair Cat staff picks have a slim advantage to him, and I think they're right on that one. We'll see how that one plays out in the prelims. Should be fun. Should be a fun card. You know, a lot of unknowns, a lot of young guys, so that's just kind of what we need sometimes on a TV show. We need the young guys to step up and perform at a high level. It's Ontario, Canada, Coconut Creek, Florida, 3-2, 0-2, kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so stand-up versus ground game. Styles make fights. Let's see what happens. No teams, minus 190 for Sam Stout, plus 150 for Cole Miller. Ivan Takawa is our referee, our judges. Fight begins, they touch gloves. Jab is wide, and he hits a high right head kick to the side of the head. Wow, it doesn't knock him out, though. Stout moves in closer, looking to open up an attack. There's two left jabs and a leg kick. Jabs wide, another right head kick, and blood is visible now. Strike looks to vomit up a cut underneath the eye of Cole Miller. Moves in closely, ready to attack. Lands a weak tentative jab. Stout throws some strikes, a right head kick, but Miller defended all of them. Hits a left jab, then catches Miller right head kick again. As Stout moves in on Miller, preparing to throw. There's a weak tentative jab from Cole Miller. It's a quick punch. Doesn't hit, though. Circling warily, Miller is looking for a chance to get close enough to grapple. Stout again with a nice jab in the right hand. He's doing a great job standing. He fails to find home his jab and hits Miller straight right. There's a 1-2 from Stout, fails to land, moves in fast and clinches with Stout to Cole Miller, though, looking for the takedown. Doesn't get it, though. And now Stout, using his wrestling, take control of that grapple. Most up against the ropes, he does so. As the clock to stop, the referee wants to check on the cut. As looks like it's not going to be a problem. As we're back underway. Oh, and they're back into the center. Wow. They don't, that's odd. As two jabs hit home from Stout and then scores a leg kick. Taking a few gulps of breath. Stout is giving a first in. They start to tire, touch halfway point. There's a 1-2, but Miller's equal to it. Comes in, grabs Stout in the clinch, looking for the takedown. He can't get it again, and again, Stout takes control of it after catching it. After stopping it, rather, as Miller gets caught with a couple of nice short punches, as Stout using some dirty boxing to inflict some punishment. Again, looking to muscle up against the ropes, he does so, and they're looking for a knee to the ribs. Boy, as that is tough. As there's a nice short uppercut, there's a sharp right to the ear. I mean, Cole Miller's just getting fucked up, but to his credit, he hasn't went down yet. Another knee strike to the ribs. Tries some dirty boxing some more, but Cole Miller works enough space so he can work to pull, clear, and circle out. Miller chooses to shoot in. He's got it. He's got the single leg. He's finally got that takedown. Looking to pass. Pass is only a ploy, though, as it allows him to try and scramble as he leaves Miller on top in side control. So now Miller in side control, looking to throws a few right hands. Some small strikes. Looking to pull guard. Miller just allow it. Nothing to get from side control to mount. As gives up the back, though. He rolls away so he can stop it. Looking for the rear naked choke to end out the round. No, he stops it. Does Sam Stout. I mean, that was a good job by Cole Miller to get the end of the round, but trying to finish the fight there with a rear naked choke. But, I mean, Sam Stout did his thing. He was doing a great job standing, landing a lot of shots, did some damage, opened him up. But Cole Miller there at the end about stole it. It's going to come down to really these next two rounds, I think, as, looks like we fucking skipped that maybe a little too much. Oh, no, okay, we didn't. Back on the way, Miller was about to shoot in, but Stout simply took the niche first. His punch doesn't hit, though. Miller looking for the takedown. A great sprawl, though, from Stout. Stout appears to be feeling a little fatigued now for the first time, lowering his hands just a fraction. Connects with a nice jab and a right cross. Reopen that cut underneath the eye. Looks for the takedown. And again, gets all of them, but just hopping Does Sam Stout, can't get him down, so he pushes him against ropes. He wrestles, he tries to smother him, but Stout wrestles free and circles back into the center. May have been aiming up to set up to shoot, but Stout again took the initiative. There's a left hand, but the Miller avoids the big right punch. Miller again shoots in for the takedown. Great takedown. Gets him in as pulls the guard to Stout. Unloads some right hands. Stout deals with him comfortably. Looking again, the pass to get into side control. He blocks it though, keeping Miller in guard. Throws a couple punches. Again, trying to pass. Just deploy it to allow the pass. Now they scramble. Minute left, and Stout somehow underneath Miller north-south. Doesn't look like he has much left in the tank, as there's a short knee strike to the head. Tries to move under Miller, but he can't. Pounds away with elbows in the stomach, but he can't. And again, tries to block, as again, Miller blocks the scramble. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely Cole Miller's round. It's tough, because Sam Stout reopened that cut again, but I just felt like Cole Miller had more of the advantage in that round. It's tough. Tough one, though. As now, again, bleeding some more. Cole Miller tended by the cut man between the rounds. Final bell. As a final round, as the bell rings, as appeared to be going for the takedown, but Stout took the initiative first, connects with a jab, finds nothing there on the big right, can't connect with the set of strikes, hits Miller with a leg kick though, looking for the takedown again, can't get it. Bahrain topping on the foot. Miller pushes up against ropes, looking to go down low, grab both legs now, and he's got the takedown. I think he's pretty much secured his win now, as long as he keeps him down there for the next 3 minutes. And now looking from half guard to get side control. Yep, he's got it. Looking for mount, he's got it, and but Stout rolls to the side though, so now he's got his back instead. Trying to get both hooks in, but Stout blocks it, didn't roll him off of him. Looking for the rear naked choke, blocks it, or fights it off rather, doesn't block it. Is now trying to sweep it, he can't, looking for it again, defends it well for the 3rd time in this fight, and that is the end of the fight, and your winner, for the first time in his career, Cole Miller gonna get the win by unanimous decision. Great fight though, it was really exciting. 3-3 for Sam Stout. And 1-2 for Cole Miller, finally getting his first win. As Cole Miller name checks all of his sponsors and thanks all of his fans who turn out to support him. Cole Miller gives the show respect to his opponents. As in the last prelim fight, the Muscle Shark Sean Shirk taking on the Natural Born Killer Carlos Condon. 5-3 for Carlos Condon, 13-8-1, no contest for Sean Shirk, -210, +160. Minnesota Martial Arts Academy, Hammer House for Carlos Condon, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Wrestling, of course, for Sean Shirk. Noke, Minnesota, Albuquerque, New Mexico. 10 years his elder is Sean Shirk. 5'6", 183, 6'2", 183. Just fucking hilarious. As refereeing this bout, Takawa. So our ringside judges are that. As they looked like they weighed in the same, but obviously Carlos Condon having the bigger frame is going to be looking a lot heavier. He's probably fighting at like 195 probably as fight begins. As jab hits home from Condon and hits Shirk with a beautiful right uppercut, and he knocks him down with that uppercut. Not even, probably 12 seconds in the fight, knocked him down, rather, with that uppercut. Condon knows it's a golden opportunity, quickly pouncing on Shirk, looking to finish him off with repeated punches to the head. And he goes limp, as referee Juan Takawa dives in and pulls Condon off him. It's all over. Now, Natural Born Killer Condon gets the easy win over the Muscle Shark Sean Shirk. What a performance for Carlos Condon. Come back and get a big win there. 6-3 will be Carlos Condon. We got to get Carlos on the card a lot more now. Now he's got his win, and he can kind of get rolling in the welterweight division probably. And it'll probably be the end of the Muscle Shark here in Pride FC. As Cain Velasquez taking on the Dutch Lumberjack, Peter Arts, in the opener of the main card of this TV show. 1-0. Cain Velasquez, 1-2. Peter Arts, Yuma, Arizona. Amsterdam, Holland. Wrestling, Muay Thai again, stand-up guy, wrestler. Styles make fights, and usually the wrestler gets the win, and you'll see there in the betting lines, -700. Crazy. As that is looking like Cain Velasquez is going to pound the fuck out of poor Peter Arts here. Referee of this bout is Dicky Nuguma. Ringside judges, fight begins, they touch gloves. Can't connect with the step strikes, and then scores a right roundhouse kick to the ribs, though, from Peter Arts. That's a good job there. And now he's not taking too much damage, just Cain Velasquez is able to clinch up with him. Trying to force a Muay Thai clinch, he's got it. There's a big knee to the chest. Missing the knee strike, but maintains control. Another knee to the stomach, cannot break free of it. Another knee to the ribs. Can't keep it. Keeps control despite missing the knee strike. Breaks his grip, though, considering a new strategy to come together and strike. Peter Arts scores with a jab, but has the right hand taking on the gloves. As Velasquez using a flurry of 5 punches, but without landing any, but nails the right cross. And looks like that last strike may have hurt Peter Arts. He is backing away looking punch drunk. As he's looking to force a Muay Thai clinch again, he's got it. Another knee to the chest. Probably a terrible idea. I don't know why heavyweights keep on trying to clinch up after they hit him. You know, it's not like Cain Velasquez can hit him in the face. Just doing a lot of rib shots. As he blocks the knee strike. Another vicious knee to the ribs. Finally breaks it. He's starting to slow down now after all those knees. Comes forward, and the two fighters start trading blows. Tries to hit a jab and misses. As attempts two left hands but misses, and he attempts a big head kick that follows two. That also misses. Two left hands from Peter Arts connects, but he can't connect to the head kick. As Arts starts to push himself now, as his corner's responding by urging him on a little louder. As a jab is wide from Peter Arts, then scores with the right roundhouse kick to the ribs. Without taking too much damage again, Velasquez is able to clinch up with Peter Arts. He's trying to muscle up against the ropes. He does so, and then he's going to pin. Another more tight clinch, and again, Peter Arts is in trouble. He's breathing very hard. Another big knee to the stomach. As another big knee to the stomach. Can't connect it, but he's unable to break free. As there's a massive knee. I can't believe how many knees he's taken to the chest and the stomach area. Breaks this grip to end out the round. Obviously, all Cain Velasquez. But, I mean, yeah, it's 5 knees. It seemed like it was a lot more than 5. I guess 9 in total. There's power knees and jab knees. So, yeah, 9 in total. Tough. That's it. Sitting on a stool. Peter Arts is has his corner trying to ice the huge purple bruise that adorns his rib areas. Back underway. Arts initiates exchange of strikes. Velasquez found of counter jab doesn't connect though. There's a 1-2, but Velasquez was equal to it. Yeah, Peter Arts is just blown the fuck up at this point. Trying to initiate some strikes. Velasquez hits a jab. Using the left jab, it misses the spin kick. Looking very tentative. Pokes out a quick jab. There's a 1-2, but doesn't land either blow. They come together and strike, but neither fighter can do anything damaging. They go to double strikes, neither fighter lands anything significant. Velasquez, take him down. Like, double leg takedown, and you got this. Like, I don't know what's going on. Why is he trying to stand up with him? As he's looking very tentative, pokes out another pair of quick jabs. Neither can have any power behind them. There's a quick 1-2, doesn't land either blow. They come together and strike. As he slips past the right hook and counters with a sequence of jabs are followed by a great right hook. I guess he's just putting on a fucking boxing display as Cain Velasquez. Exchange of strikes does not produce any damage. Looking shattered as Peter Arts initiates a clinch to try to initiate some time to recover, and that's a terrible idea. There's a nice knee to the side of the stomach now. So I believe 2 of them, back to back, as now look at the muscle book and straps. He does so. Thank you. Was it that hard? I mean, take him down. Minute left. Yes, ground and pound. There we go. So, that's all you had to do, Cain Velasquez. You made that a lot tougher than what you needed to. As you won it by TKO, Cain Velasquez, after the ground and pound, is rated decent. Yeah, I mean, that should have probably been on the prelim. As Cain Velasquez thanks all of his sponsors for backing him, also thanks his family, friends, and supporters. He's showing respect as Cain Velasquez, praising Peter Arts for his skill and toughness. So, our next fight. Jose Aldo taking on Ryan Bowe. 4-0 is Jose Aldo. 12-8 is Ryan Bowe. Tokyo, Japan. Manaus, Brazil. Nope, that is not how you pronounce that. Manaus. Manaus? I don't know. That's Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Shudo style for Ryan Bowe. Avianda Combat Club as Tokyo, it's Takata Dojo rather, with Ryan Bowe. Minus 110, plus 100, pretty close on the betting lines. That'd be a lot more skewed into Jose Aldo's favor, but Dick and Nagumo's referee. Opening bell, they touch gloves. Aldo comfortably moves in closer, looking to throw some strikes. There's a left hand from Ryan Bowe. As it connects with a nice jab and this crunching leg kick. Don't want those leg kicks. You do not want that. Circling warily as Ryan Bowe's looking for a chance to get close and grapple. Showing good hand speed as Jose Aldo lands 3 of a flurry of 3 punches, then lands a low kick to the legs. Bowe looked like he was about to go in, step in, and grapple with Jose Aldo, but took the initiative first, did Aldo. Can't connect with a step left jab, lands a big right hand. As Bowe keeps slightly out of range, looking for a chance to third and start grappling. The jab lands, missed the vicious right hand. Looks like he's looking to still get close up to grapples, Ryan Bowe. Can't connect with a jab, another slithering kick to the legs. Another leg kick, and a jab as well. Jab and a low kick. He's barely able to walk now, thanks to all these low kicks. As he closes the distance, obviously looking to strike. There's a nice jab and a straight right hand that lands hard. Some more fucking slithering kicks. And there's a vicious body kick now, and oh, he's clenching his fucking chest. Jose Aldo's the fucking man in this mod. I mean, moving it quickly down, Jose Aldo looking to finish his fight with soccer kicks and stomps. Somehow hangs on, surviving a flurry of bone-crunching stomps and kicks. Jesus Christ, Ryan Bowe. Another kick to the leg. A hard stomp there. Jesus, a sharp stomp as he's allowed to stand back up as Aldo simply stepped back and allowed him to do that. Obviously, he's in his domain standing up with him. As Aldo's starting to slow down a bit. Fucking can't connect the jab, but catches the right hook. As A is limping around. His leg is now virtually useless thanks to all the leg kicks. Aldo moves in quickly, looking to open up an attack. Bo hits a jab, has nothing, but has no power behind it at all. There's a crunching right hook, though, after the jab is wide. Throws a punch, but Bo was equal to it. Comes in and grabs Aldo, though, finally, at the halfway point, looking for a takedown. Can't get it, though, and now using his wrestling to take control of that grapple. Trying to lock in a Muay Thai clinch, can't quite get it, though. As, Bo now takes control of the clinch yet again, takes him down, looking for the takedown, rather. Doesn't get it, though. Aldo instead wrestling his way into controlling the grapple yet again, looking for the Muay Thai clinch. And he gets it this time, and he can't wrestle free of it, as he tries to wrestle free, but can't. Blocks the knee strike, again can't wrestle free. Tries the knee strike, but again, Ryan Bo isn't able to block it. And there's finally a strike. It comes from a bad angle, though. Doesn't have much damage behind it. Missing the knee strike, still maintains the control. Yeah, might as well break that free. Keep on doing the leg kicks. I don't know why you went away from that, as there's a quick punch, doesn't hit, though. Ryan Bo again seizing that chance to try and take him down. Trying to take him down, but Aldo again can't be taken down. He's finally got the trip takedown with 32 seconds left in the round. The superb outside leg trip. Pounds away, but Aldo isn't sure about the strikes in out the round. I mean, yeah, that was all Jose Aldo until the final 30 seconds. But, yeah, I mean, he should keep on doing leg kicks. I don't know why he went away from that. As Bo has a large swelling on the side, and it is rapidly turning an ugly shade of purple as the night wears on. Round 2 begins. He's barely able to walk, thanks to all the damage taken from the leg kicks. Keeps slightly out of range, looking for a chance to dart in and start grappling. A jab lands from Aldo, but misses the attempt for the body. As Aldo comes in with a flurry of 3 punches, and then landing all 3 of them, then hits a steering kick to the legs. There we go. Fatigue's moving in on Aldo. Jose Aldo's really got to work on his cardio, I think, is really the biggest thing out of this fight. As, I mean, he's still winning the fight for sure, but I would love to see him finish it. As fails to find him his jab, and then scores with the right side of the ribs. Still barely able to walk. He looked like he was about to step in and grapple ball. Aldo took the initiative. He lands a left hand and hits Bo with a leg kick. Barely able to walk now. The damage that Bo has taken to his legs really taking its toll. As Aldo fails to land with a combo, then with an attempt at the roundhouse bodies. Kick as a seizing opportunity. Bo clenches in, looking for the takedown. Can't get it. As now Aldo blocked and has taken control of it. Looks like he's about to get a Muay Thai clinch. He gets it now. Bo is in trouble. Aldo's breathing very hard. There's a sternum crunching knee to the chest. Aldo finds his attempted knee strike caught, and the leverage allows Bo to wrestle free out of the Muay Thai clinch. He moves in and out of range of Ryan Bo, hoping to attempt his opponent to reckless strike, leaving an opening to start grappling. As Aldo connects the jab, but Bo avoids the kick to the body. That's set up a jab, hits home from Aldo, then hits a body kick. A minute left in the second round. Bo was able to step in and grapple, but Aldo simply took the initiative first. That jab lands, but Bo evades the big right punch. He can't hit the step left jab, then lands a roundhouse kick to the body. Fast to find his jab, and then lands a roundhouse kick to the body, and that is the end of the second round. And again, all Jose Aldo. I mean, he's just been dominating this entire fight. Last round, can't connect to the nice, or he connects to the nice jab rather than hit the body kick, as he's barely able to walk still, as he fails to find his jab. There's another sitting kick to the legs. Can't connect with the jab, and catches Ryan Bo with a roundhouse kick to the body. Can't connect to the step jab, and another body kick. Seems like fighting off exhaustion as Jose Aldo lands a jab and scores a right roundhouse kick to the ribs. Lands the left hand and then scores the right roundhouse kick to the ribs yet again. Steps in looking to unleash. Ryan Bo looked like he was angling for a grapple, couldn't take the initiative. Aldo fails to find him his jab and then hits Ryan Bo with a beautiful right uppercut, and he knocks him down for that uppercut. I don't know what it is with uppercuts tonight, but that seems to be the way to knock everybody out. Just looking to rain down punches on the stunned Ryan Bo. And again, Ryan Bo is hanging on somehow. I don't understand it. He's fast away with punches, but Bo now is taking undue damage. There's some few powerful shots now landing. Ryan Bo now rolls over to avoid a lot of the shots. Now Aldo's got his back. He can't get both hooks in. Trying to roll him over, but he can't. Prevents the body triangle again. Tries to roll, but he can't. Almost some right hands, but Ryan Bo does them comfortably. And again, Ryan Bo surviving. I mean, fair fucks to Ryan Bo. He survived it. But, I mean, he just got his ass beat for pretty much 20 minutes. Crazy fight, though. I mean, Jose Aldo, I thought for sure he was going to win by a knockout of either a body kick, from leg kicks, something, but he somehow survived, did Ryan Bo. And 5-0, Jose Aldo. As 12-9 will be Ryan Bo, thanks to all of his sponsors and all of his fans. As Jose Aldo after the fight, as our next fight. Calavante, Jay-Z Calavante, taking on Alberto Crane, as 6-1, 9-2, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Glendale, California, 23 years old, 5'9", 161, 5'9", 161, 31 years old, as Alberto Crane, as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Lucha Libre. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Academy, Minnesota Martial Arts Academy. Minus 310, plus 240. Both guys could desperately kind of use a win. More so, I think, than, Alberto Crane has had a tough go of it in Pride FC, kind of his last 2 fights. Really was looking like it was going to be a top contender going into this, when we were going to sign him. He lost the WEC fight, then he losing to Tatsuya Kawajiri. Just really could have used a win. As our referee Yuji Shimada, our ringside judges, fight begins. Calavante hits a left hand, but Crane evades the big right punch. Crane comes in looking for the takedown, gets a hold of him, but Calavante remains standing, hopping on the other foot, drives him up against the ropes, looking to get a sharp sweep in order to trip him down the floor. He stops it, and then using his wrestling, does Calavante to take control of the grapple and put Crane against the ropes. Now he's looking to go down low, grab both legs. He's got it. It's an ugly looking takedown, but it's effective enough to leave Crane on the mat, throw it up, and Calavante on top facing him. Pounds away with the right hands, but fails to anything significant. Allows Crane to stand up, keeping him in a tight clinch. Calavante's trying to muscle Crane up against the ropes. He manages it and controls Crane up against the ropes. Looking for a takedown by grabbing both his opponent's legs, rather than trying to trip him to the mat. Crane cannot stop the takedown, has to pull guard. Throws some minor strikes. Crane smothering Calavante up with close control, stopping him from posturing up. Punches away, but doesn't really do much damage. Calavante gets pushed back out of guard and is left standing above Crane, trying to secure ground position. Crane's too quick, slipping away from Calavante and starting to scramble. Scramble results in Calavante being on his back with Crane in side control. Crane throws a few right hands, but mainly just trying to catch his breath. Tries to pound on Calavante, but none of the blows would land with any degree of power. Trying to move the guard, but Crane doesn't allow it. Inside control, Crane catches his breath. Continues to throw a couple punches at the body. Calavante tries to transition the guard, but can't quite manage it. Crane keeps Calavante guessing with a few quick strikes. Calavante tries to pull guard on Crane, but doesn't get in with the attempt. Crane throws a few right hands to the body, blocks the pull guard. Lengthy stalemate period results in them standing both back up. Calavante steadies his opponent, looking pretty relaxed, confident at this point. Calavante moves in closer, ready to attack. Cannot the sub left jab and hit the right hand of Calavante, and there is a large gash above the eye of Alberto Crane there. My God, the blood is visible, and he's looking for the takedown though of Alberto Crane, but he can't get it. He not only stops him with a great sprawl, then blasts him with a knee strike too. As he drops his hands and knees, he is stunned after that. I am not surprised. Busted up and then gets a knee to the fucking dome and pounds away, but Crane doesn't. Surprised it didn't finish the fight, to be honest. Calavante allows Crane to stand, keeping him in a tight clinch. Calavante hits Crane with a big knee strike to the body as they grapple. Calavante is trying to push Crane, so his back is against the ropes. As he achieves it, pinning Crane against the ropes. As with the ropes trapping Crane, Calavante's looking for a trip takedown. It doesn't work though, as Calavante blocks it and turns it so Calavante's the one against the ropes. Looking for the takedown, as he can't get him down to the ground. Again, looking for the takedown as he's stuck against the ropes, trying to reap a leg with a sharp sweep. Yeah, Crane gets it this time. He gets the side control off a superb outside leg trip. It keeps him guessing a few quick strikes. Trying to pull guard on Crane, doesn't get in with the attempts. Pounds away with right hands, doesn't do much damage. That's the end of the first round. Honestly, pretty back and forth. Really, Calavante did a great job as far as his takedowns were, and sprawling and whatnot. But, Alberto Crane was landing a lot of shots. It's close, but I would give it to Calavante. I think he did more damage, and I think he was more efficient than Alberto Crane was, but it's, if Alberto Crane could skew over these next 2 rounds, who knows? Who fucking knows? Corner goes into work between the rounds, trying to close the cut on Crane. Second round, moving in fast, Calavante wrestling his way into a down position in the clinch. Using his wrestling skills, Calavante's trying to push him against the ropes. He does so and he's achieved it, as he's now looking for the takedown, grabbing both legs. Trying to take him down to the mat, he doesn't get it. Crane blocked any attempt to move him there, as he can't seem to work his way free either. Now trying to take him back down. And he's got it, and he's got side control too. Let's see if he can keep it and kick him, and maybe even finish the fight here in the second round. There's a knee strike to the ribs. Another knee strike to the ribs. Fires away with punches. Doesn't take any undue damage though. Tries to move guard, but Calavante doesn't allow it. Fires off some punches. Again, they aren't thrown with any great force. Look to catch his breath, but Calavante is content to just throw a couple punches to the body. As Calavante pounds away with the right hands, but this is too much damage. Calavante blocks a tentacle guard. Minute left now in the second round. The referee Shimada standing him back up, taking a few gulps of breath. It looks like Calavante is giving his first hint that he's starting to tire a touch. As is Alberto Crane. Rich Fairfax, they've both been working their asses off. It looks for the takedown at the end of the round. Can't get it. Can't complete it. And he's left hopping on one leg. Looking to push him up against the ropes. Maybe he'll get the takedown at the end of the round. Nope. Calavante, again, maintaining good solid base. Looking for it again. And again, nope. Maintaining a good solid base. So, yep. Calavante won that round for sure. Completely killed it. Alberto Crane's going to have to finish the fight if he wants to win it now. Final round. Seeing his opponent about to shoot in, Calavante timed it well and moved in to start the clinch. Calavante hits Crane with a big knee strike to the body. Look at the muscle up against the ropes. He does so. Oh, no, actually, Crane out-wrestles him now. Looking for the sweep. Can't get it, though. Trip doesn't work. Calavante blocks it, then takes control. Calavante is trying to muscle Crane up against the ropes. Achieves it now. Pins Crane to the ropes. Crane is breathing very hard. Crane stuck against the ropes, looking to go down low as Calavante looking to grab both legs. Gets him and slams him down. Ends up on his hands and knees with Calavante on top of him. Wow. Takes his opponent to stand back up, albeit under back control. Calavante very much tired from that big-ass slam. Looking to just manhandle Crane back down to the ground. I mean, just dragged down by a very tired-looking takedown. He winds up on his back, and Calavante's inside control. Keeps him guessing with a few quick strikes. Tries to change the guard, but he can't manage it. Calavante keeps Crane guessing with a few quick strikes. Tries to pull guard on Calavante, doesn't get anyone with the attempt. As that's the end of the round is coming. As Calavante pounds away, but Crane doesn't jump out the strikes. Tries to move the guard, but Calavante doesn't allow it. Some more strikes about Venom now. Calavante won that one by unanimous decision for sure. It's a big win. Not a great fight, but makes him 7-1. 9-3 will be Alberto Crane, and he's not looking too hot. Even though he's got a great record, just hasn't been going his way as of late. He really needs a win. As we'll see if we can throw him a tomato can. As giving thanks, so Calavante praises his team at Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Academy. He's very responsive to all the fans who came out to support him. Showing respect, Calavante praises Crane for his skill and toughness. As our next fight, Nick Serra taking on Paul Simtex Daly. I'm sure this one's not going to last the distance. I don't see this one going past the first round, to be honest. I just don't see Nick Serra getting out of this one. But again, it's styles make fights. We got a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, we got a kickboxer. Just takes one punch, or a head kick. It just takes one shot for Paul Simtex Daly. As the Mad Monkey, Nick Serra, from East Meadow, New York. Nottingham, England, for Paul Daly. Black House, no team for Paul Daly. I think Nick Serra's going to go on a run, though. I just got a feeling with Black House now, should be going his way. As the referee of this bout, Hideki Nugumu, ringside judges, even though they weighed in at 183 yesterday, Paul Daly is much bigger now. Fight begins as no touch of gloves. Yeah, listen, these two men hate each other. As Daly steps in looking to unleash. Looking about to see a shot from Serra, but Daly was more aggressive, took the initiative. There's a quick punch, doesn't land though. Oh god, I skipped a little too much. Daly comes in with a flurry of 3 quick punches, landing one of them and hits a beauty of a straight right on Nick Serra. Can't hit the sub left jab, but he hits a nice straight right hand. Doing a great job. Oh, there's a crunching right hook from Paul Daly. But now Nick Serra's looking at the, now it's over. For Paul Daly, look at the pass. Can't block the pass. He's left pulling in half guard. He's starting to work out of half guard to get better position. He does so. He's got side control. Inside control, Serra catches his breath, just throwing a couple of punches, looking for an armbar, defends it well. That's a good job there. Looking to get mount. Well, Daly rolls to the side to try to escape the roll, but escape the mount rather, but only succeeds in giving up his back. Got both hooks in, rear naked choke. That's all she wrote there. Yeah, I don't know why you wanted that fight, Paul Daly, but you got it, and at least you laid him out. It was a fantastic fight. I didn't think it was that crazy, but I guess that's just me. I guess it was awesome to see two guys who desperately hate each other. Literally there was 7 shots between the two fighters rather. It is what it is. Thanks a lot, WMMA 5, as giving thanks. Nick Serra praises his team at Black House, was very responsive, and all the fans who came out to support him. He says it was one of his best fights of his career. Says that he can't wait to watch that one over again. As Ronaldo Brawl taking on Forrest Griffin in the co-main event, 11-1, 18-7, Luta Livre Wrestling, mixed martial artists, roof sport, Brazilian top team, -170, +130. Both men are looking to get a huge win here. Ronaldo Brawl's already beaten a former middleweight champion, but Vanderlei Silva is not the same Vanderlei Silva that was a middleweight champion. Now with Forrest Griffin, this is his biggest test yet. This could be a huge win for him. Pretty exciting co-main event, as referee Yuji Shimada. Ringside judges, here we go, they touch gloves. Griffin comes in on the attack. There's a counter jab from Zabral. Connects with a nice jab, does Griffin, and hits Zabral with a nice straight right to the ribs. As he fails to find on his jab, then hits a nice right hook to the ribs as Zabral is seizing that chance and grabbing Zabral into a clinch. Using his wrestling skills, he's trying to push him against the ropes. He does so, now he's like, I'm stuck there, looking to go down low, grab both legs. He's got it, and he pulls guard. There's a few right hands. He takes a moment to plant ahead. He blocks a sweep. In guard, keeps him guessing a few quick punches. As there's a few right hands to the body, blocks the brawls, he tries to transition to full guard, a few right hands to the body again, he's looking for some body shots. Interesting strategy. As he's got some underhooks now, the Sabral works to get some separation, then quickly scrambles. Is enough to secure separation, though. Is able to secure him by catching him and grabbing side control. Looking to get from side control to mount. Almost gets it, but Sabral bucks his hips and starts to scramble. Ends up in half guard. There's a few weak-looking punches, decides his next move. Looking to sweep, but he can't do it. Halfway point in the round. Some small strikes, but he's just trying to catch his breath now. Tries to sweep Griffin, but he can't do it. Trying to get his legs free out of half guard. He can't get free of half guard. Trying to sweep Griffin, but he can't do it. Some small strikes, but it's clearly just taking a moment to catch his breath. He fires off a handful of punches, but Sabral doesn't take any undue damage. Using an underhook again to work some separation, like trying to scramble again. So Griffin's doing a great job on top to, when that underhook happens, they're able to catch him and grab side control before he can get up. There's a right hand to the body. Again, trying to sweep, but he can't. Some more strikes, just looking to catch his breath as Griffin counters an attempt by Sabral sweeping him by taking his back. What a great job. Look for the rear naked choke. Wow, I mean, that was awesome. Way to counter the sweep by just grabbing the back to end out the round. I mean, that was all Forrest Griffin for sure. He's doing a tremendous job. It's going to be tough for Sabral now to win by decision. He's going to probably finish that fight if he's looking to win it. As he closes in the distance, obviously looking to strike. He can't connect the step strikes. He hits a body kick, though. His opponent's about to shoot in, and Griffin timed it well and moved in to start the clinch. Using his wrestling skills, Griffin's trying to push him against ropes. He does so. A little rinse and repeat from the first round. Yep. And he's got side control, too, with a big takedown. Throws a few right hands, takes on the body some more strikes, clears, slowing things down. Trying to sweep in the bottom, he can't budge Forrest Griffin. Fires off some punches, they aren't throwing anything great force. Blocks Sabral, also trying to sweep from side control. Fires off some punches, but again, they're not throwing anything great force, trying to sweep from the bottom of side control, but doesn't budge Griffin. Griffin keeps Sabral guessing with a few quick strikes. Looking for an arm triangle. Sabral blocks it. Look at the sweep, but again, Forrest Griffin, all he's got to do is push him against ropes, take him down, and it's the end of the fight. Like it just is what it is. Forrest Griffin just is really outclassing him, which is crazy because the betting line is very, very close, but it's not looking like... bit of a yawner. That's just Forrest Griffin's just really laying and praying, which is kind of embarrassing. Maybe he'll look for the takedown right out of the gate. Almost got it, but not quite. He's left hopping on his leg while Griffin has a hold of him. He's looking to can't get him down, so we push him against ropes. Yep, he's got the takedown, gives up his back. Both hooks in. Looking to get both hooks in, but he blocks it. He's trying to get him off his back. Turns Griffin over and escapes his grip, and they both scramble their feet. Well, a great job by Sabral to get out of that, and he's starting to slow down a touch. Perhaps conserving some energy. Now he's the one shooting out on the takedown. Great Sabral pushing down on his hands and knees, looking for the bulldog choke. Oh, wow. Isn't quite fast enough, though. Sabral gets free and scrambles. Ends up in side control, though. That was a pretty exciting exchange there. As inside control, Griffin throws a couple of punches designed to keep him guessing. Tries to transition the guard, but can't manage it. Looking for another arm triangle. Fair fucks to Forrest Griffin. I wouldn't say he's laying and praying, because he's really trying to finish the fight. He's doing his submissions pretty much every round, as he's trying to sweep from the bottom of side control, but doesn't budge Griffin at all. A minute left in the round. A few right hands to the body. Blocks it. Tries to sweep from the side control. Bounds away with right hands, but fails to do anything significant. Tries to sweep Griffin, but can't do it, and that's the end of the fight. I thought it was going to be a lot more of a stand-up exchange there at the beginning, but really Forrest Griffin has his game plan, and he executed it to perfection. Just really Sabral couldn't do anything. Tough one for Sabral. Yeah, decision, obviously, for Forrest Griffin. As that is our co-main event. As Forrest Griffin thanks everyone connected to Roof Sport for having him there for the fight. His sponsors supporting him financially. He says he's going to celebrate his win by heading to a local club for a victory party. Everyone's invited. Gave a good account for himself there. Did Forrest Griffin. As main event, Kyle K.O. Noke taking on Matt the Serra, 10-3, 10-6, East Meadow, New York, Queensland, Australia, mixed martial artist, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. No team Kyle Noke, a.k.a. for Matt Serra, American Kickboxing Academy. -110, +100. Will Matt join his brother Nick in being a successful winner tonight, or will he lose out on his first ever main event? This has been an interesting card. Really, besides the Nick Serra and Paul Daly fight, really they've been decent, I would say. This could be the one to push it over the edge, though. Who knows? Refereeing this bout, Dick and Yaguma, ringside judges. As Serra's facing a major size disadvantage. He's giving up at least 25 pounds and 11 inches in reach. This is just crazy if Matt Serra can pull this one off. Serra comes forward on the attack, tries a jab and misses. As Serra can connect with the set left jab, it catches Noke with a crunching right hook. Moving forward constantly, Serra's just pressuring Kyle Noke. There's a two left hands exchange. Nice feint from Serra causes Noke to open up. There's a 1-2, but Kyle Noke was equal to it. A jab is wide from Serra, but he scores with the right cross. Fails to find him his jab. It hits a nice straight right hand that lands hard. Comes in looking to strike. May have been aiming to get in close, but Serra again aggressively took the initiative. There's a quick punch, doesn't land though. Two fighters warily engage. Scores with the right hook. Noke misses the right hand. Jab is wide from Serra. He scores the right cross and lands hard. And that Noke staggers backwards, looking dazed. That last blow has really rocked him. And he drops him with the big right hook. What a knockdown there. As Serra knows this is a golden opportunity to quickly pounce on Noke, looking to finish off, raining down punches. Unloads some big right hands, laying several that clearly hurt Kyle Noke. Can't finish the fight though. That's crazy. It's inside control. Serra throws a couple punches designed to keep him guessing. Tries to pull guard on Serra, doesn't get any with the attempt. Looking to catch his breath. Serra's just looking to throw some punches to the body. Trying to pull guard on Serra, doesn't get any with the attempt. Fires off a few punches. Each that are being, as he catches his breath rather, blocks an attempt to pull guard. Throws a few right hands, takes a moment to plant ahead. Blocks another attempt to pull guard. Dick and Nugular stands up back up. Serra confidently moves in closer. There's a weak flicked left hand jab from Kyle Noke. Can't connect with the sub strikes. There's another straight right hand that lands hard. They stand and trade blows. Neither fighter can do anything damaging. Steps forward and strike exchange begins. Kyle Noke fires off a counter jab, but doesn't connect it though. Feint leaves him one-sided, causing Noke to react and leave himself open to be off balance. It connects with a nice jab and catches him with a body kick. Can't connect with the jab. Scores with the right cross and lands hard. Can't connect with the left jab, but there's a beautiful right uppercut that probably broke his nose from that shot. His blood is pouring down his face. His broken nose certainly has a big impact, and he knocks him down with the big uppercut after the broken nose. Jesus Christ. Serra quickly goes for the kill, her to the stomp, and kick the dazed Kyle Noke. I don't know how he's doing it. With a broken nose, after being uppercutted to fucking Kingdom Come, I mean, you have surviving an arsenal of stomps and kicks. Now he's going to just look to get on top of him. He's quick, and he can't stop him from getting side control. Looking for an arm triangle. Noke stops it. Blocks with the pull guard. Does a few right hands, takes a moment to plan ahead. Kyle Noke tries to pull guard on Serra, but doesn't get in with the attempt. Fires off a few punches as he catches his breath. Blocks with the pull guard. Minute left. Looking to get him out. Looks like it's not letting him happen, as Kyle Noke doing a great job of blocking that to end out the round. Man, fair fucks to Kyle Noke. I mean, surviving an onslaught from Matt Serra in that first round, that is a 10-minute ass beating. And he's still here. I mean, with a broken nose and all, been knocked down twice in that round, he's still coming to look to... I mean, if he finishes this fight and wins it, what a fucking come-from-behind victory that would be. As Noke may have been aiming to get in close, but Serra aggressively took the initiative. As Serra couldn't connect with the setup left jab, but he hits the right cross and lands hard. Steps in looking for his dominant position. The clinch. Oh, looks to sweep the leg out from under him. Can't get it though, as Noke blocks it. Looking for a trip takedown. He's got it though. Nice inside leg trip as Noke is forced to pull guard. As Serra pounds away, but Noke isn't troubled by the strikes. Noke tries to pull Serra in close, peppering him with short strikes. He can't do it though, as Serra unloads some right hands. Noke deals with them comfortably though. Gets pushed off though, out of guard, and is left standing above Noke. Looking to try to secure ground position again as Serra comes around the raised legs, gets side control, keeps him guessing a few quick strikes, punches down on Noke. They're easily taking on the gloves, trying to transition the guard, can't manage it. There's a few right hands to the body. Trying to pull guard on Serra, doesn't get in with the attempt. Serra throws a few right hands, but it's mainly just trying to catch his breath. Serra blocks Noke to transition the guard. Serra fires off a few punches as he catches his breath, blocks it into pull guard. Fires away his punches, and Noke is stung by several big shots, and he gets saved by the bell. Kyle Noke is somehow surviving this fight. Let's see if he can survive this final round. As Serra fails to find him his jab, and hits a nice straight right hand that lands hard. A jab is wide, it hits beauty of a straight right again. I can't believe he hasn't knocked him down again for a third time. Taking a few gulps of breath, Serra's giving a first inning, starting to tire her touch. Can't connect the step strikes, he scores the right cross that lands hard. Another, can't connect the step strikes again, but a nice straight right hand that lands hard. Punch from Serra fails to land. Both fighters step in the strike. Noke misses the right hook and leaves himself open to be countered with the great right hook of Matt Serra as he's feeling a little fatigued for the first time and his hands starting to slow her down just a fraction. Steps in looking to unleash. Can't hit the step left jab, scores the right cross. Serra confidently moves in closer, looking to throw some strikes. Connects to the jab, but Noke avoids the big punch. Can't connect the sub strikes, so there's a crunching straight right to the jaw. Knocks him down for the third time in this fight. Serra moves in quickly, kneeling beside him, starts hanging down with punches, pounds away, landing several clean blows on the process. As a halfway point, trying to pound on him some mobile blows that now comfortably dealt with, and he survives yet again. This Kyle Noke, Jesus Christ. Looking to get from side control to mount. He almost gets it, but Noke starts blocking his hips. As Serra's looking really tired now, the scramble ends with Noke grabbing Serra, shoving her against the ropes. What is Kyle Noke going to do with this final minute and 28 seconds? If he finishes this fight somehow, I will... Okay, he can't get him down. Looking for it again, though. He's got it. He can't stop it. Minute 10. What's he going to do? There's a few punches. He catches his breath, trying to trace a cigar. Can't manage it, though, can't manage it, as tries to pound on Serra. All the blows are completely dealt with. Tries to sweep. Doesn't get anywhere with it, though, as, God, no, couldn't do anything. But, man, fair fucks to him. He's going to lose this fight, but he is a warrior, for sure. Kyle Noke. Much respect to him, as 11-6 will be Matt Serra, 10-4 will be Kyle Noke. I mean, what a main event, though. That was really, I mean, that should have been rated a lot more higher. I think if the first round would have been the fight in there, that would probably have been rated a lot higher, but that was just crazy to see Kyle Noke survive that, as he gives a name check there about the American Kickboxing Academy, all of his favorite sponsors and all of his friends, family, and supporters. Matt Serra says that he is having an after-show winning party at a local club, and everyone's invited to drop in. I'm sure it's just going to be the Serra brothers and fucking Forrest Griffin just partying their asses off somewhere. Probably Roppongi, if I had to guess. Critical rating of a 63. Not great. Commercial rating of a 70. Not great again. But still, you know. I think the main event kind of got hosed. Like, that main event was really a lot more exciting. Just the fact that Kyle Noke survived all that onslaught. But I get it, though, at the same time. You know, they're looking for something else. But, I mean, yeah. Can't believe the Nick Serra-Paul Daly fight was rated fantastic, though. That was kind of crazy. Yeah, we lost a lot of pop everywhere. But looks like South Africa and looks like also China and Korea. As, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, that's what happens, though, sometimes on those TVs. I'm not going to give a performance bonus to Nick Serra because, I mean, Paul Daly, like, that should have been... I'll actually give one to Paul Daly, though, for taking that fight. Like, you came out there and you won the fight so bad, even though he was way out of your league. Fair fucks to you. As that will do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. As I can't believe it, we're at the halfway point in 2007. We just keep on rolling with these episodes. It's just so fun to you know, it just seems like it's never going to end. Because it just, we got a lot going on with Pride FC, with now the TV shows and whatnot. But it's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of exciting things, besides the cursed episode where the fucking, it got all fucked up thanks to me not knowing there was a graphic on the screen. It just fucked it all up. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, especially on such a monumental episode that just stunk. But it is what it is. Hopefully everything goes well going forward. It looks like they're trying to get Paul Daly's UFC. That's not going to happen. Wow, hospital visit for Peter Arts. That is tough. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, that's... I mean, that was just an onslaught. That should have been ended a lot sooner. Should build that to Cain Velasquez. As, yeah, we will catch you guys next time for what will be Pride 36. Pride never dies. Take care, everyone.